video. It's dark in here. Is there someone in here with me? Where's my flashlight? Phone. Ah, there it is. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually scared of the dark. What's up, everybody? I'm Mitch. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel, or if you've seen me before, if you've seen all this before, thanks for checking out another video. Today's video is going to be all about my latest project, FOCUSX motocross gear, and the video that I did associated to that. We're going to talk a little bit about the video. I'll get a little behind the scenes, if you will, a little BTS about the video. First things first, it was shot in Revelstoke, BC, Canada. Obviously, if you've seen the video there, really beautiful place. The track is an amazing setting, so we'll cue the video up here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the video and how it was shot, where it was shot, all that kind of stuff. So hit the play button. Not starting gate box. How cool is that, right? It's all crooked. It just looks ominous like that right off the hop. And you'll notice as I go through the first few scenes here, I'll just pause it on this holographic thing. You'll notice that the dirt changes colors a bunch, and it really does that on a track. There'll be parts of the track that are black dirt, red dirt, orange dirt. There's even some like white sand in there. It's an incredible place to be. The surface of the track is constantly changing with that dirt type, so it's a really neat place to try and ride. Set out in the mountains, it's really cool. On the gear. So as I'm getting on the gear here, one of the things that happened, I could hear a bike kind of in the background, right? I could hear him kind of coming through the trees. So as you pull into the track, and there's the pit area, but then there's the track in the background or whatever. But there's also miles and miles and miles of trails that you can go and do. And so what happens is you'll pull up, there'll be some trucks there, and then there'll just be dudes that are gone forever riding out on trails. So we were sitting there, and I was getting this gear on, and this guy, I could hear him coming through the trees, and I could hear him it's a two-stroke, right? Rap through the trees. And he comes rolling out of the trees, and he rolls up to the van. I thought, well, that's odd. He's just wants to chat or whatever. And he goes, yeah, just so you know, there's a mama bear and her cub about 100 meters that way. And he points to the side of the track. And I'm like, there's a what? He goes, there's a mama bear and her cubs like 100 meters that way. And he was really chill about it, and I felt like he needed to be a little more concerned. And I was like, okay, like a baby bear? And he's like, yeah, like a newborn. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's not good. And we had our bulldogs with us, so I had to get the bulldogs all corralled up so that they didn't go chasing after this baby bear, and then disaster would have struck. So, yeah, crazy. This guy just out of nowhere, he's like, yeah, just so you know, there's a bear on the track. Like, dude, we should be more concerned about. I didn't bring hot dogs to throw at this thing, right? Crazy. I'm used to riding in Calgary, Alberta. There's no bears around where I usually ride, so that was a little interesting. So while I'm putting the gear on here, I got one eye out to the forest, and I'm looking for this bear. Crazy. So that blue smoke grenade. So we actually only had one chance to get that blue smoke grenade, right? We had one blue smoke grenade. We had a couple more, like I had bought numerous of them. The other ones didn't work. I don't know if you've ever used a smoke grenade before, but sometimes if they're a little bit older, when you pull the pin, they'll just fizz out. They won't really smoke that well. So they're not 100% like, you can count on them. So we had one left. We had one chance to get that shot right, and it actually ended up working out pretty cool with that blue smoke there, but just one chance to get it right, no pressure. And here's the other thing, I drove 10 hours in one day just to film this. 10 hours. It was a little over 5 hours each way from my home to this track, so 10 hours, and then I think we were filming for 3 or 4 hours, something like that. A lot on the line there. So if that one blue smoke grenade didn't work out, well, it wasn't going to be looking so good. So cool, the trees in the background. See how all the trees are moving there? It makes it look like the whole forest is alive. That's pretty cool. And here's what I'm talking about. You can see the different colored dirt. It really does that. It goes from white to red to black. It's incredible place. And as that path I was walking down with the chainsaw there, that's where the bear was down that path. Now it had been like, I don't know, maybe 3 hours or something like that since he told us about where the bear was, but nonetheless, that's where we were walking with that chainsaw. So legit, I had this plan that if I saw this bear, I was gonna try and fire this chainsaw up and try and scare it off, really. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Right? I can't just throw the thing at it. I'm going to try and fire it up, and geez, it was a little intimidating, to be sure. But see what I'm talking about? See the different colored types of dirt? It's really pretty cool. Huge sweeping straightaway on this track. It's really cool. That's the bear path that you saw there. So as you can see, like, it's literally set in these mountains. And that shot there with the water, I'll just pause it quick. That shot there with the water, that's actually right beside the track. There's this massive hydro dam, and that's the outflow from the dam is like where the water pools. This huge hydro dam, and I was gonna try and get my drone up to get some footage of it, but there's a helicopter. There's like a whole bunch of like heli skiing and heli tours and stuff, right? I mean, it's set right in the mountains, so I was gonna try and get the drone up, but the helicopters were buzzing. Like the helicopter flew over and did like a little tilt to say hi. Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't willing to put my drone up just in case another helicopter came by. So. But anyway, that's where that water is from. It's from this massive hydro dam. Really, really cool place to go and ride. Revelstoke, BC. It's that black dirt again. It's pretty cool. So that where I'm looking down at the blue smoke there, that is like, is this thing gonna work, right? One chance to get it done. Very cool. So if you've never been to Revelstoke, BC, I do recommend that you check them out. Revy Dirt Riders, it's called. It's a volunteer place. As a matter of fact, so when we got there, the guy came out and told us about the bear, and that's cool. And then we started riding around, and another guy shows up with his daughter, and he starts working on the track with like a bobcat or whatever. And so I stopped to talk to him, and I'm like, just so you know, there's a bear like just over here with the baby cub. And he's like, oh yeah, she hangs out here all the time. Pardon? Like, this is not a big deal to you? You're okay with? He's like, oh yeah, she hangs out. She's fine. I think we need to be a little more concerned about this than you are currently being. Nonetheless, really nice guy. Anyway, Revy Dirt Riders, really cool place to ride. Revelstoke, British Columbia. Lots of camping around the area. There's some Airbnbs and stuff in the area if that's something that you're into. And that's it. That's a little behind the scenes of that Focus video. Some bear stuff. Pretty neat. I had a lot of fun shooting that video, and I hope you like it. Anyways, that's it for this video. Stay safe, ride safe. We'll see you guys in the next video.